Alright, hello and welcome back everyone here to Game 2 in a best of 3 between Avanti's Angles and UnNerve. We're in the lower bracket round 3 of the CEVO Season 3 playoffs. I'm Helium and with me is Gorgon.
Dire Team Ban.
Welcome back everybody, thanks for coming in for round number 2. Round number 1, pretty thoroughly, going the way.
10 seconds remaining.
Excuse me. Of what was that? Like a 26-minute GG?
I don't know. The early game wasn't too much happening, and suddenly Slark got to the bottom lane, and it was pretty much all action from that point on. Game felt like it was pretty fast, so yeah, maybe 20-25-minute GG, maybe getting close to 30. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Banned out actually by Avanti's Angles himself, not wanting to play it or give it away.
Yeah, Slark is not a hero. Like, I know that he's not taken as seriously in Southeast Asia as he is in West, but especially here in like North America competitive level Dota, he's given a lot of credit, and there's good reason for that. He's just about impossible to kill. He's just about impossible to keep down too, because like you said, he's not a farm dependent hero. He's just a level dependent hero, and when he starts to get going, which he eventually will, he will turn games around pretty quickly. Wow, UnNerve coming out of the gate with the Wombo combo, Venomancer, Visage, double slow, lots of damage over time into the Soul Assumption. That's the makings of a pretty strong aggressive tri-lane if they want to run it that way. Bristleback for the off lane and an Alchemist presumably as a support, but like we said earlier in the last game, that Alchemist can run in any position he wants, except maybe not as a suicide laner.
I mean, even then, just stack up the Ancients, catch up later. Especially with the Bristleback and an Alchemist. Ancients everywhere, beware.
10 seconds remaining.
We see different picks this game coming out for the first 4 picks, and that's definitely because look at the bans. 3 out of the 4 bans were heroes that were in Game 1. They take out the Slark, they take out the Doom, they take out the OD. Following up, staying consistent with the Timbersaw and Abaddon bans, UnNerve takes out the Doom. That was also played by Shredder. So a different lineup. It's going to be fun to watch. Armor reduction, massing up already with the first 2 picks for Avanti's Angles, and then a lot of annoying slow and some pretty good damage. The Poison Nova as well as the Familiars and the Soul Assumption from Visage and Veno.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Both teams picking up some pretty standard combinations, especially now that Bristleback's so popular. Like you said, the armor stack and the pure DPS stacking up out of Avanti's Angles, pretty strong. And UnNerve, on their side, they've got the damage over time slow combo along with the Soul Assumption. The Visage really wants to be up in your face. Venomancer provides vision for that with the Plague Wards, and they are going to grab that Lifestealer, adding on an additional slow and some DPS. Feast makes it very hard to kill Lifestealer. Lifestealer still does fairly well against an Alchemist, even though the change to Alchemist's ult does prevent him from getting a whole bunch of health all at one time. Instead, he has a bunch of regen, 50 bonus regen at base level, 100 at max level. That makes him a little bit stronger against the Lifestealer, but since he is naturally a high-strength hero anyway, because he is strength primary attribute, Lifestealers can still do fairly well against him. But now it's
that's a good point, though. That regen and the non-increase in health does really help against the Feast of Lifestealer. Alchemist can stand up a little bit better, even as a support. When Lifestealer is starting to get strong in the early game. But actually, I'm going to take a quick break from the draft. We do have actually a couple announcements to make. CEVO Season 4, of course, registration is now open. $5,000 in cash prizes, minimum guaranteed between CEVO-Main and Open. So head to CEVO.com for more information on that. But also, we're looking for an artist within the DOTA2 community, or even just an artist that knows how to make some beautiful in-game items. We're looking for either a courier, a HUD, or both to be created and bundled with the in-game ticket for CEVO Season 4. So if you or you know anyone that has those talents, because I sure don't, drop us a line.
Me either.
You can message me on, find me on Steam, find me on Skype. I'm pretty much Helium Umbrella across the board. You can also go to CEVO.com, find my profile. It's CEVOTV.helium. You can PM me. There's a Reddit thread right now on /r/Dota2art. You can probably find that, and we'd love to hear from you. So just contact CEVO in one way or the other. Even posting into the stream chat here would suffice. We can get in contact with you and hopefully get something underway, get something created, get you some money as well. That'd be nice. And I'll let you catch up with the draft since I'm done with the announcements.
All right, now that Helium is done monopolizing the airwaves, we're going to go ahead and just do a quick catch-up here. for our draft.
Dire
Slardar
team
being
banned.
picked up by Avanti's angles. There's absolutely no surprise there. The Amplify damage, which reduces armor an additional 10, 15, or 20, depending on the level. Stacking up with the Nasal Goo. Stacking up with the Acid Spray. It is your standard anti-armor build for a team. We'll also see an early
10
medallion,
seconds
almost
remaining.
certainly, on this team. For UnNerve, they're stacking up the slows.
5
But UnNerve
seconds
is
remaining.
really, really hurting for hard disable right now. They have none. They have Sprout to area denial. They've got a lot of slow. but
Radiant's
if they want to
team
cancel a
pick.
TP, they need at least a mini stun somewhere. They've
Yeah.
got the Visage Familiars, and that's it.
But not even for a while. Of course, needing level 6. I mean, Lifestealer getting a Basher, and then there's another hero
Dire team
with a lot of burst damage, so maybe they can just kill some people, but it's going to be pretty hard. No stuns there. Not even when she likely goes for an Orchid, she's not going to have one. We'll have to wait for the Sheep Stick, so they could run into a bit of an issue there, but really good split push throughout the game with the Quap, with the Nature's Prophet. 2 Vessels there for the Lifestealer to throw up those Nake's bombs, but I'm kind of worried. Avanti's angles and Feeble, they've got the Nightmare as well, the Fiend's Grip, the Nasal Goo, all this
10
armor
seconds
reduction,
remaining.
Unstable Concoction, Slithering Crush. I mean, there's a
And
lot.
they still have a
seconds
pick left.
remaining.
Yeah,
they
and
already
still
have-
a pick left.
Yeah, they've already got 4 more stuns and or hard disables
Reserve time.
than UnNerve has, and they still have a pick. Presumably that Alchemist is going to run alongside the Bane and the Slardar in the safe lane. The Bristleback will take the solo suicide lane. So at this point in time, we're looking who's going to take up the Queen of Pain. It could very well be a Puck. Would go pretty strong up against UnNerve's lineup, doing well with the Dream Coil, keeping that in place, keeping the Visage in place. And a Puck is able to contest Rune against Queen of Pain because of Orb Jaunt. So I would not be at all surprised to see him come out. The Storm has already been banned out, as has the Razor, the Viper. I don't know, what are you thinking? Avanti Singles still trying to counter something for the Queen of Pain, unless they decide to throw the Alchemist mid.
I don't know if they need to. I mean, Concoction doesn't disjoint, so whether Queen of Pain is going to get stunned up close or far away, at least she's out of the equation for a couple seconds. It'll be nice. They'll likely be able to keep tabs on her, so they'll know where she blinks because of the amplified damage. Maybe someone that builds a quick Orchid, but I mean, honestly, Alchemist or Bristleback could just get away with building an Orchid. There's also the Fiend's Grip to hold her down. Like, there's no stun to interrupt Bane whatsoever, so if he wants to focus that Nightmare on Queen of Pain, or maybe the Nightmare on the Lifestealer, or vice versa with the Fiend's Grip for either one of those, and we see now the Death Prophet. Some more AoE physical damage, so with this armor reduction from the Goo, the Acid Spray, and the Slardar, this is going to be a tall order for UnNerve. They're going to have to play fantastic throughout the early game.
Yeah. Seeing a Bane as a third pick and not picking up a single even mini stun is... that seems like an oversight to me, quite honestly. That seems like a draft error. I don't know another way to say it. It's very, very, very hard to handle a Bane, unless you can literally just burst him down, which, to be fair, UnNerve probably will be able to do, but being forced to focus down that Bane at the beginning of every fight, while there's an Alchemist, a Bristleback, and a Slardar to worry about, not to mention if Death Prophet has her ult up. And speaking of Death Prophet, take a look at her her cosmetics for a second. Got some cyberpunk steam hair going
Yeah,
on.
for sure. I can't remember who it was. I clicked on someone the other day. They had like the sickest, the ghastly robes or whatever that are like made of dead corpses.
Yes.
Those are freaking awesome.
Yeah, they are ridiculous.
But let's take some time to introduce the teams. I'll go ahead and take Avanti's angles here on the Dire. We've got Avanti himself going to be playing the Bane, supporting alongside Dolphin. He's playing the Alchemist, and they're going to be backing up Fact or Fiction once again on sort of that solo lane, going to be in your face, potentially get some kills early. He's playing the Bristleback. Mid lane, Jenkins on the Death Prophet, and in the bottom lane, it's going to be Shredder with a badass trident.
As everybody knows, because I called this is probably a solo safe lane with Slardar, this surprises me, this lineup.
They're expecting
Presumably they're going to
aggression
rotate this
right.
into a 2-1-2. They're going to have the Alchemist go bottom, and they're going to have the Bane go top. But we are looking potentially at a 2-1-2 out of both teams, even though, no, there's no way they're going to 2-1-2 with Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet is going to go in and solo that bottom lane, and we'll see an aggressive tri-lane coming out of UnNerve, almost certainly.
If anyone's going to be forced to rotate around, I think it's going to be UnNerve, because Nature's Prophet down here, he is going to be...
No, they...
Oh no, the supports have rotated back up, the Bane and the Alchemist. I'm going to say, if they go bottom, I mean, they can kill that Nature's Prophet, he won't be able to jungle, and then if he does, switch jungles, then they can 2-1-2 and just always try to find Nature's Prophet, be annoying, take his experience in the jungle. But did you run through the heroes on UnNerve?
Let's go ahead and run through the players real quick on AA. We got Fact Fiction on the Bristleback. We've got Dolphin on the Alchemist.
Wrong team.
Did you already run through?
I did that one.
You did. I should pay attention. We've got Negative N on the Lifestealer. That's tagged out on the player's name. We've got TTK on the Venomancer. What is it?
I got this.
It is I got this on the Lifestealer. We've got Trig X Dota on the Visage. We've got WWDW on the Queen of Pain. It's emphasis on the W, obviously, because the exclamation points. And XCOM taking that solo safe lane Nature's Prophet. Now, just to talk about the way that the lanes are shaping up here, this is really, really smart on AA's part. If they did this because they're... I suspect that they were expecting the aggressive tri-lane, which is, to be fair, pretty reasonable to expect. As soon as I saw the Visage and Venomancer, we did say, hey, that is the makings of a really strong aggressive tri-lane. But knowing that the Lifestealer is going to be up here, sending the Slardar down to do a one-on-one situation, rather than having him try to deal with the Lifestealer, who is going to, with Feast, be an absolute nightmare for Slardar in the early game. Very strong. In addition, Rage is going to give Lifestealer a lot of ability to move around the fight, but Quill sprays physical damage, so I think it's a fairly strong call. Now, presumably the farm is going to be going the way of the Bristleback, but it could be going the way of the Alchemist. I'm not 100% sure.
No, it's definitely going to be the Bristleback here. He's got those standard items. But yeah, I like that you mentioned the Bristleback, of course, or the Quill Spray is physical damage. So Rage or no Rage, walking into last hit those creep or walking into battle, it's going to be very difficult for the Lifestealer to do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how angry you are. When knives are punching you in the face, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, exactly. The bottom lane, though, it's not going to be the easiest time here for this Slardar. He's taking a lot of damage from the Treants because, of course, they're still broken and they don't take aggro from creep for some reason. So XCOM is 10-3, once again doing very, very well in this solo safe lane role that apparently he is the master of. But Slardar not that far behind, 7-2.
Smoke rotation in on the mid lane. Queen of Pain has already been having a lot of trouble here. We are going to see the ping out from the Bane. Queen of Pain has been having, like, Jenkins has been keeping her down pretty well below. She's going to bottle herself back up, and perfect timing for that. But that means she's not going to have her bottle for this altercation. Looks like Bane moving back. Nature's Prophet going to go down to Shredder. Did you catch that? No.
No, I didn't because I got distracted by their Platinum Baby Roshan. But he did go behind the tower, salve up, run in with the Crush, and just, you know, maybe get some bashes. So it was well done there. And XCOM going to, you know, whatever. He's going to deal with it, and he's going to just immediately TP up top and throw down the Treants.
Throw down the gauntlet, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I don't even know what's happening. I was really distracted by the Platinum Baby Roshan courier. Up in the top lane, it was XCOM that got the first blood. I thought he got killed in the bot lane, but that's not what happened.
That's what I thought too, because I didn't even see him teleport. But he had teleported from the bottom lane to the top lane to secure a kill.
He might die now. This might happen now in the bottom lane, what I thought happened in the first place.
Right.
We've got
this is
Shredder
also what I
it.
thought happened in the first place. But he's going to be able to get away, even with the
Crush in another second. Shredder diving it up. 7 armor and a strength hero. I mean, there you go. And it looks like you lagged out of the in-game, or possibly the Skype call dropped there. Anyway, but in the mid lane we go. There's a rotation here by the Venomancer, by the Visage. Queen of Pain going to go ahead and pick up that kill against Jenkins. Death Prophet, nicely done there. So XCOM gets one, goes down, and then the Queen of Pain going to pick up one in the mid lane. So 2 important heroes getting 2 nice kills. 2-1 the score here early, as I might have to go fetch Gorgon back here on this call. See what happened to him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe his internet dropped. He did get a new computer, so hopefully it didn't already explode. But the bot lane, though, now this game is going to be pretty much impossible. Shredder was left alone. He was able to hit level 6. He got a kill. And now that the amplified damage is coming out here onto XCOM, he's going to have a hard time showing his face in that lane. Might have to go to the jungle, get those last couple levels to get up to 6. But in the top lane, the Nightmare out. There's the Rage, gonna dodge it, but still taking the damage. Concoction also physical. Bane will go down second, actually. The Lifestealer gonna take the fall first. Nicely done. Pretty much worth the trade there. They might even get another if they can. Are they gonna continue to dive this? They definitely are. TTK is gonna go down. A Factor Fiction can get off one more full spray. Did not cancel the salve. The Soul Assumption, lots of damage into the face of Bristleback, right where you want to hit him. XCOM also TPing up, so they get the kill there, and they trade 2 and 2 throughout that engagement. The carry going down for both of them, the Lifestealer as well as the Bristle, but you could argue that's going to hurt the Lifestealer a little bit more. He's also slightly behind in the farm, 18 and 2 on the Bristleback, 13 and 3 here for I Got This on the Lifestealer. In the bottom lane, Shredder just continuing to farm up. Now a lot of space has been created. Nature's Prophet left to get the first blood, which was nice. It was worth it. I probably would have done it too, but he comes back to that lane and it's almost unwinnable despite having a pretty good time for the first 3 levels. Once that Slitherine Crush starts doing some damage, it's really hard to show your face back there again. And the mid lane. I feel like I should mention this before. Maybe this could be the last game of the Best of 3 series, but hopefully not. It is WWD's birthday today, so he's playing Dota here on his birthday, looking to get a kill up here in this game. The second kill on the Slardar, getting blocked in there. Nice control by the Trance from XCOM, but that sprint now costing no mana. One of those changes. The Wrath of Nature goes out. Queen of Pain not going to use any mana, but here's the counter gank. Oh no, yep, it was just Jenkins. Looks like he was scouted up. They saw him running in here. He will throw out the Exorcism, looking to go on to XCOM, trying to get anybody really at this point, but the Trance absorbing a bit of that damage. He needs to be careful here. Still a lot of burst with that Visage being around, as well as the Queen of Pain still pretty healthy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So the rotation, the first rotation out of the mid lane by Jenkins, the first use of Exorcism, it doesn't get a lot done, but I guess you're creating more space up here in the top lane. You're forcing the Lifestealer to rage. Venomancer's made his way back up. Dropping the wards, getting the slow down factor of Fiction. Going to continue to throw out the spikes to try to push the tower. Not a whole lot got done there. Maybe some extra farm for Bristle now. Really pulling ahead of the Lifestealer. Last time we checked, they were only separated by 5. Now it's 30 to 15. Doubling his CS right now. Visage, he's in the mid lane. Looking to get some XP, get up to that level 6. Slardar. I really need to switch to mini-map icons. I'm honestly going to do it right now. Slardar in the bottom lane, killing XCOM once more. It's basically what we talked about. The amplified damage is out right now. It did get buffed for rank 1. It now does 10 armor reduction instead of just 5, I believe it was. Maybe I lie. I'm not sure. It's a lot, regardless. Bane going to be taken down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain, though, going to TP up, make the most of it. They kill the Bane and the Alchemist. TP up from XCOM. He's 2 and 2 right now, so similar story to last game on the Clockwork. Taking some early, no, except he was getting the early kills, then he got counter ganked, went 2 and 2. But regardless, playing a solo laner, 2 and 2 at about 8 minutes, pretty much the same place he was, about the same score it was in that game, and even the same tower being pushed down. So everything going right for UnNerve. Clearly they've got their timings as a team down, but I'm still worried that the Slardar, this Alchemist, are doing, not the Alchemist, the Slardar is doing well. The Death Prophet, well, she's Death Prophet with a lot of armor-reducing heroes on her team. She's going to be a threat in the team fight. So if UnNerve can continue to play well in this early game, they definitely have the potential to win this, but it's going to be hard when it comes to those 5v5 man fights, which maybe UnNerve will never have to take because of the split push potential of the Nature's Prophet and the Queen of Pain. Dolphin going to stun himself up under the mid-tier 1 tower. Not quite under, that's a bit of a stretch, but close to it. And as they do that in the mid lane, WWD going to throw out some harass, getting some trades in there. Up top, Factor Fiction could be in trouble. I think Shredder wants to turn this one around. Going to eat through the... How did that even happen? Quelling Blade's one of them, but he gets it on the other side. XCOM in trouble. I don't know, maybe that Plague Ward is going to be enough. They'll just find Trigex. He's going to go ahead and miss the Slitherine Crush, but there's no TPs coming into the tower, and I think that's going to back him off. Maybe not. Alchemist, he's pretty close, but not close enough. He's going to stun himself up on that one. Unfortunately, Shredder couldn't get there. Some more area denial there with the Sprout, but it's not even going to matter. I'm very impressed with Mutikin's attempts to understand Dota here. Apparently, possibly watching it for the first time, so big shout out to them. Hopefully you like it. Looks like you are a CS veteran.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's a good game. Well, 1.6 was a good game. Debatable about Go, but I have been playing it quite a lot recently. I'm having a good time. Some things need changed, but that is not what we're here for. We are here for Dota, and this is lower bracket round 3. The team that loses here tonight, or loses this series rather, will be going home. They'll be out of the tournament, out of the money, but the one that moves forward, they're going to be going on to face the Bird's Nest in lower bracket round 2. Then after that, top 5 awaiting in the lower bracket finals. And then after that, we've already got Union Gaming awaiting in the grand finals, which will be a true 2 best of 3 series. The team awaiting the upper bracket will only have to win 1 best of 3, so a minimum of 2 games, but coming from the lower bracket, you'll have to win 2 full best of 3, so they could potentially win it in 4. But should be a lot of fun Dota with Union Gaming and whoever else can get there in the finals. Another team fight, though, breaking out in the bottom lane. We've got WWD in a bit of trouble getting killed on his birthday here. Maybe not. Blinking away Shredder. Thought he had an armlet, but it was just a wand charge there. Almost able to live, but not through the Scream of Pain as the fight continues. They want to go for Fact or Fiction right now. Could be dangerous to dive the Bristleback. There's no Exorcism. The silence goes down. The Soul Assumption is enough to burst through the Bristle, but not quite enough as he's going to live up. And now the Infest into the creep. Nicely done there. Almost went down. Had there been another silence there from the Death Prophet, maybe could have got him. Not a bad team fight at all. I think it goes even down there in the bottom lane. And again, the split push, XCOM and WWD getting it done in the mid lane. They can't really 5-man against Avanti's angles, and good for them. They don't really have to. They've got these very, very mobile heroes with the Blink, with the Global Teleport. Jenkins now forced to rotate over. The mid tier 1 at about half HP. The top tier 1, it's already gone for Avanti's angles. Bottom as well at about half HP. So despite maybe not having the Death Prophet where you just obviously see pushing lineup, okay, well, the towers are pretty low on both sides. Tower damage can be done pretty quickly by both sides. But so far, no towers taken by Avanti's angles. They could use the extra gold. We've got Slardar with the death that he definitely doesn't want to have. Death Prophet, 0, 1, and 0 also taking a death. Fact or Fiction's gone down, yeah, about 3 times there. 1, 3, and 1 on the Bristleback. Taking a look at the farm, and no one farming incredibly high in this game. Of course, it was a tri-lane versus tri-lane clash. A pretty contested bot lane and mid lane as well. The most CS in the game right now is 55 for the Death Prophet, played by Jenkins, and then after that it's going to be the Bristle. Fact or Fiction, so Avanti's angles, they've got the slight edge in farm, 47 on the Quap, 42 on Shredder, but we're past the 10-minute mark, so we'll go ahead and check out the net worth. It is the Queen of Pain, actually, that leads 4-0 and 4. She's already on a dominating streak here. 5,000 net worth. Alright, and again, I guess just another announcement. It is a pretty big deal. There's a whole lot of money to be given out here in CEVO Season 4 in our various titles that we offer. CSGO, Team Fortress 2. You should definitely sign up for Team Fortress 2 if that's something you're interested in. Trying to keep that competitive scene alive. I believe ESEA and CEVO are about the only 2 CF2 leagues that I know of. But of course, what's mainly more important to me is going to be the DOTA2. $5,000 of cash prizes between the main and open registration. Should be easy to find. Just head over to CEVO.com, get your team signed up. If you think you're qualified for main, make sure to contact one of the CEVO admins, join the support event, and just ask about it as well. Could be an easy way to do it, and we'll see if we deem you worthy of an invite to the main league. But there's just going to be some fierce competition in there, that's for sure. We've got E-Hug, we've got Denial, Swag-Eye Tiger, 4 Sweet Revenge. And looking to, of course, these teams are going to be back in the main, in CEVO-Main Season 4. So look forward to seeing all the usuals as well as some new faces. It's going to be a lot of fun. And once again, the call out to the artists in the community. If anyone, whether yourself or one of your friends, is an aspiring workshop creator, we could use a commissioned courier and or HUD, and we'd love to pay you for your work. So make sure to contact us. Again, you can just private message me on CEVO.com or any of the admins that you can find, or in the chat. But anyway, team fight. Back to the game. That's a Dagon. Dagon on WWD. He wants to snowball out of control, and so far with that use, he's doing a nice use of the Plague Ward to block Shredder into the trees. He's holding on to that Quelling Blade, but it's not going to matter. It's a good Slithering Crush, and it looks like it will allow him to live. And now I Got This has wandered a little too deep. Alchemist going to stun himself up, almost the suicide, but WWD going back in and capitalizing on that bit of a misplay there. Lifestealer will finally go down. Jenkins, though, going to pay with his own life, 11-5. Angles has lost 2 here in this engagement. The Sprout up. XCOM will go down to the right click of the main. Fact or Fiction will live through the Soul Assumption, 11-6. Again, 2 for 2 in the mid lane, but both of them once again going to the Queen of Pain. Already with the Dagon. Might want to start building into an Orchid, a BKB, or even a Sheepstick. Not quite worth it in the competitive scene to keep upgrading the Dagon, but he's pretty close to the Dagon too if he wants it. We'll see what he decides to do. And really pushing his lead there on the net worth. 6,200. 6,300, that Queen of Pain. 4,000 is pretty much the lead here. Shredder on the Slardar really could use that armlet and help out, getting tanky against that Queen of Pain, who is outputting a lot at the moment. Midas and FaZe out on XCOM in 15 minutes. Not a bad timing at all for that. Might have had it even a little earlier. 700 gold in the bank at the moment. Here comes Bane, though, with the Fiend's Grip, looking for somebody. Going to throw it on the Queen of Pain. XCOM can't do anything about this, but watch, and this is definitely going to be a kill. They're going to hand it over to the Death Prophet. Nicely done. Good communication by the team to hand it over to the Death Prophet, who is going to need it the most. Looking with the Void Stone, possibly going for a fast Yule Scepter just so she cannot be focused down. But her Exorcism will still be able to swirl about, cause a ruckus in the team fights, do that damage while she is invulnerable for a couple seconds. Mid tower, though, they kill the Queen of Pain, but they're going to give up their mid tower. Bristleback actually was ganked up in that mid lane. Dolphin looking to get some revenge if he can find anybody. TTK with the jukes. They're going to find him. Dolphin slap chopping away. We'll get him. Going to retreat back. Fight is not over, though. This time Shredder able to get himself out of the trees. And now he's going on to the Lifestealer. They're going to get him. That's a double kill. And Avanti's angles, they're not out of this yet at all. They lost the last couple fights, maybe getting a little demoralized, but they fight their way right back into it. Queen of Pain even taking a death pretty recent. And she decides to upgrade it to the Dagon level 2. We'll see if that's going to be worth it. And with this high armor reduction lineup, they go right into the Roche pit looking to capitalize. Avanti's angles, it should be noted, and the lobbies, they were given the side. Well, we'll explain how it works first. In CEVO, the home team gets to pick whether they have side or first pick. So you pick that, and then the other team, they get to choose the other category. So the first game, it was UnNerve's choice. They're the team that is seated higher, so they chose side. Excuse me, they chose pick. Avanti's angles chose to be on the Dire. The next game, Avanti's angles chose to be on the Dire. So here we are. They like it. And maybe it is because of this Roche advantage. Typing in the chat for a second. Alright. Taken care of. So 12-2. We haven't actually looked at the graphs yet this game. Could be fairly even. Let's try to figure it out right now. We've got Queen of Pain at the top of the net worth, but everyone else pretty even, so maybe a slight advantage there for UnNerve. UnNerve has taken the top tier 1 tower, they've taken the middle tower, so that's 2 towers for them. No towers for Avanti's angles. Avanti's angles, though. Anyone rocking a Midas right now? Let's check it out. There is a Midas on XCOM, so you gotta factor that in, that UnNerve is going to be further ahead in the gold because of that. So UnNerve should be leading in the gold. And indeed, they are. They've got a 2,000 gold advantage. Not too sizable as we approach 17 minutes, but something to note for sure. Looking at XP, they've also got more kills. If we check out this graph, we'll see 6 kills on the Queen of Pain, so she's doing quite nice for herself. Slardar has 4, so he's doing alright. He is, let's see, almost the highest level in the game. 2 level 11s here, the Death Prophet with 1. There's a Midas on XCOM, so he's getting a decent influx of XP. So checking out the graph for XP should be pretty even. But I'm completely wrong. I don't understand XP. How does it work? Someone please tell me how it works. I don't know. 3,000 advantage for Avanti's angle. So they've got that. They've won the last couple. They won the last big engagement, but even over the last little while, it's been going in their favor. They've been keeping the Slardar on the solo lane on bot. They've had Bristleback doing well in top lane, and it's pretty much only the Queen of Pain having that big impact performance. She has half of her team's kills, so if they start to slow her down, that Avanti's angles is really going to be right back in this game. The armlet is now finished, going to be tankier. There's also the Aegis, so with this armor reducing strat on the Dire, they cleaned it up quickly. The Vanguard picked up, despite there not being that much right click yet, still a decent, I don't know, I really don't like the Vanguard pick at 17 minutes. I think Bristle honestly should have just gone for the mech here unless Death Prophet already has it. She does not. Bane going to be taken down immediately. TTK going to drop soon after. Shredder has an Aegis in his armlet. Can he toggle it? Or is he just going to be forced to use the Aegis? Yes, Soul Assumption, not toggling through that. Jenkins is very, very low with this non-lethal damage. He could be okay. No, XCOM's going to get him with a double kill. Shredder now going to town along with Factor Fiction. But let's check out XCOM and Dolphin. Dolphin trying to TP out, won't be able to make it. So we talked about on the draft how the other team might not be able to TP out because of lack of stuns. But We did note there's a lot of damage, and we see with that Dagon again, not able to TP out yet, trying to. Shredder, though, cleaning up, taking out the Familiars, and right before that, taking out the Nature's Prophet. Now going on to WWD. They know where he is. Gek there for the crush. He doesn't. Oh, trying to maximize it. Maybe could have had a little bit more of a step forward, but Shredder, he gets taken down. That fight made possible by the Aegis, that's for sure. But upon respawn, he takes out quite a few. 16-14. The remains a 2-kill differential. So after all is said and done, it is almost better for UnNerve. They trade it, and they also deny that Aegis, so that's going to be really good for them. Bane also got picked off immediately, so he got nothing out of that, but he is already level 6. Level 11, decently important for him, getting another point into Fiend's Grip. Dolphin, meanwhile, also level 9 on the Alchemist. Wants to get 2 in Chemical Rage, makes him really, really strong, but I don't know, the burst damage might even be too much for the rank 2 Chemical Rage, as the push has already begun again, and the mid lane Alchemist is there to try to slow it down. Breath of Nature going off before the team fight, so this could be Angel's chance. Gonna throw out the stun onto WWD, but let's check out the Bristleback. I hear him throwing out some of his snot rockets. Nope, looks like nothing's gonna happen. Going for that level 3 Dagon right now. I don't really agree with this. Whoa! Finding Jenkins, gonna throw him up into the Yule Stepper, using it offensively here and really trying to focus down WWD. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. He's got the chance for the blink. XCOM could be in some trouble here. No one else is around. The Trance now gonna start to absorb some of the exorcism damage. Well, at least they traded. A kill for a kill. The Nature's Prophet goes down. Not the best, but we go back up top and, well, the armor reduction trio is just running around, obliterating people. Bane helping out as well. They take out the Lifestealer. So it's a 1-for-2 trade across the map. Avanti's angle is now trailed by 1 kill. Checking out the gold, it's quickly approaching equilibrium, and the XP just keeps getting worse. About a 5,000 experience advantage for Avanti and his angles. He wasn't very pleased that I changed his team name. I wrote a blog piece not too long ago explaining the situation about how the name got changed, and it was a 4-to-1 vote, changing it from Angels to Angles, and well, guess who voted against it? It was Avanti himself. And did it. He was the captain, so we would have changed the name on CEVO, so I did it for him. He might hate me forever now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's okay. Okay. Fight in the middle lane. We've got Dolphin in a bit of trouble, but look at that regen coming through. Rank 2. Can he get off his stun? No. There's a bit of damage to the Lifestealer before going down. Lifestealer, I think, will actually drop here. Doesn't have Infest, and oh, here's Shredder. You know, bash after bash after bash. The Yule Scepter throwing up TTK. Gonna be able to TP out, though. There's no Bash Lord. The Bash Lord has wandered off. He meandered over to get that Queen of Pain and taken out. 2-shot the Familiars right now. Shredder somehow. This really shows you how far that Queen of Pain really was ahead. We see Shredder dominating the last couple team fights. 9-1-2 all of a sudden. Decent farm at 92 and 21 minutes in a pretty action-packed game, and he still trails the Queen of Pain in net worth. 8,700 for the Slardar, 9,800 for the Queen of Pain, but Shredder quickly approaching.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Still haven't quite found an answer to this Queen of Pain, though. Not a lot to shut her down, and she bursts in there. Shredder needs the armlet toggle, not going to get the chance with the damage from the Soul Assumption. Fiend's Grip out onto the Queen of Pain. She will be brought down with that one, and that Fiend's Grip really is the answer to the Queen of Pain. The Slardar goes down. He gives up a hefty chunk of change, 951 gold over to the Visage, who can maybe finish up the mech. Does finish the mech off of that, but it's a 1-for-2 trade. They finally kill the Queen of Pain. She also gives up 585 gold, and that's over to the Bristleback, who is going for pretty much a Hooded Defiance into a pipe. And Necrobook gets finished up on the Death Prophet, so she's going to be pretty annoying now, looking to counter some of this push up top that XCOM is bringing in. And what does he have? A Force Staff and Phase Boost. He can't really do anything right now to kill anyone 1v1. He can just try to be as annoying as possible. He is also going for the Necronomicon with the Staff of Wizardry. The most likely item, since he does already have the Force Staff there, as Bane picks up the Invis. No detection from the enemy team. UnNerve. Not really expecting anyone to be invis this game. And let's see if anyone does have... No, okay, Sentry's on Dolphin, but that's, of course, the wrong team. Yeah, no reveal at all on UnNerve. Again, not expecting anyone to be on Viz, so Bane getting pretty lucky there. And, well, after the last team fight's going correctly, Avanti's Angles leads by 1 kill. They've got the pipe up now in Fact or Fiction, and that's the start of the answer to this Queen of Pain. She's going to have to do quite a bit more damage now to be as effective as she was. She could strain her mana pool, could give her time to be taken out or bashed up by Shredder, because apparently he sold his soul to the devil to get these bashes. We hear another one there. I mean, what's the percentage chance? It is 25, 1 in 4, attacking pretty fast with the armlet. Now he's got the blink, so another big source of initiation, which is maybe what they lacked. Now that Shredder can just jump in. Might not last too long, though, with Trigax. He's been on point with the Soul Assumptions. Everyone focusing that Slardar quickly to get him down. Might not be the best idea to have a big engagement until Roche is up. Avantis have the dire advantage. They should be able to take out the Roche quickly, effectively, maybe even quietly if they smoke in, before UnNerve even notices. That Chemical Rage, free trip back to the fountain pretty much every time on use. Almost getting up to rank 3 on Exorcism. That's going to bump up the damage considerably, going from 12 spirits to 21. Not as big as a jump from rank 1 to rank 2 as actually Queen of Pain. There's the answer to the Queen of Pain, and they actually don't even use it. The Fiend's Grip not used. Looks like a Slithering Crush into some nice bashes, and that pure damage of the Brain Sap going to take her down. Slardar gonna run it back to base. Bristleback continuing to farm. Checking out the Lifestealer and his item progression. He's also got an armlet and the phase boots, another 1,000 gold on top of that. Not much more to speak of as Jenkins gonna be in trouble. These supports are deadly. It's a deadly combination. That slow, the plague wards, the damage over time, the familiars just attacking you, and then of course the soul assumption. We see that's pretty much the mid-hero being taken out by just supports. Factor Fiction now. I don't even know if he wants a piece of that, especially with the Lifestealer approaching. Another Grave Chill going out. Also quite good spell. Should be noted that the Quill Spray stacks up a couple times. Will kill the Familiars very, very easily. Open Wounds thrown out. Trying to turn this around. Shredder, I think he wants a piece. See what else he could find. Oh, he finds himself a lonely TTK. And Shredder with his Blink Dagger just not able to use it at all. Will get that stun off. Gonna get a double kill for his trouble. Needs to arm the toggle if he can. Fighting up, trying to bash. Can't get the toggle once again. Just too much damage over time. And of course burst by a lot of the other heroes as birds have to back off. Quill Spray. It obliterates them, basically. 3 Quill Sprays and I think it kills the birds. There's the Fiend's Grip onto the Queen of Pain. Goes in to kill the Bane. Doesn't get it done, but well, she will escape. Bane might even get the suicide here. I think Queen of Pain might want to have something to say about that. Will have something to say about that. She's going to pick up the kill, but here comes Factor Fiction. No, too much damage there. I got this. The Exorcism coming in. Then you're going to be going back to the fountain as Roche respawning in about 10 seconds. They just popped the Exorcism, so Jenkins rolling in there. They're going to see that it's, no, not up, not up, not up. Wait. Yeah, they see it. Going back in. I'm pretty sure if you do have your camera as a player focused over the Roche pit, you will see the respawn sort of flare or spite or whatever you want to call it. They might have even been able to see into the pit at that point, but nicely done. They get it as soon as it respawns. No chance for UnNerve to contest that. They've got no rockets, they've got no power shots, they've got no sunstrikes or treants to, well, okay, actually they do have the treants to walk in there. XCOM not taking advantage of that, but not a whole lot of heroes that can grab intel. They got the Venomancer too, but he was dead. Can't really wander out by himself at all anymore. 1, 5, and 17. Wow, a lot of assists, but you know, you're Venomancer. You should have a lot of assists. Checking out the quick item progression. Mech on the Visage, as well as a Medallion helping out the team. Necrobook 1 on XCOM on the Nature's Prophet. Dagon level 5 up on WWD. I completely disagree with this Dagon level 5. I think he would have been better off getting an Orchid or even a BKB. That being said, he's still 11 and 3, so maybe he's really not that much to blame. Shredder, though, with the BKB now on top of that Blink Dagger we've seen him putting to full effect. Jenkins with the Necrobook 2, soon to be 3, as well as a Yule's Scepter. Going to be hard to focus him there. Pipe of Insight on Factor Fiction. And if they get this BKB up on the Bane, pretty much all systems are go for Avanti's angles. We're struggling in the early game, but I mean, with these really strong and effective armor reduction compositions, I mean, you've got Alchemist. He's a fantastic support. He's a first pick ban material for a reason as XCOM. Kind of screwing up. Might want to just, oh, okay, there isn't. I was like, why is he not Slithering Crushing? It's because it's on cooldown. Alright, so nice sense. Carrying the TP as well as having the global TP, so Nature's Prophet able to get away there. And once again, we see the Nature's Prophet Queen of Pain combination teaming up, being annoying and split pushing, but as soon as they get down there, the TPs come in, this time from Bane. Bristle able to clean it up, and you know what? We haven't seen a lot of this game, maybe just because there has been so much fighting. No Ancient stacking, despite having both an Alchemist and a Bristleback. The Necronomicon unit getting busy here. Another 125 gold going over to the Factor Fiction. No Ancient stacking, a little bit on the other side, as Lifestealer actually going to get a kill on the Death Prophet in the mid lane, but here comes Shredder to turn everything around, going to take out XCOM. BK being up, wants to continue to fight, but there's a lot of right-click damage here. Trigx should be going down relatively quickly. The supports will get him. They're going to get the Lifestealer as well. The Nasal Goo and the Quill Spray start stacking up. The Lifestealer drops down quickly. Aegis going to be popped off. The oh-so-pesky Queen of Pain being played by WWD with that tag on 5 takes him out. Alchemist got nobody to stun but himself. Doesn't matter. Chemical Rage activated as they look to take out this middle tier 2 tower on the side of Avanti's Angles. And now the Slard are starting to outshine the Queen of Pain's performance. Shredder at 13-3 and 5. Even the Slark, that was Factor Fiction in the first game playing that incredible Slark. He's 4, 5, and 12, so not quite the same story. It's been mostly WWD on the Queen of Pain, and up until recently it's been Shredder, 13, 3, and 5. Tower. Gonna pop the Glyph of Fortification. Lifestealer's up in 2. Queen of Pain trying to get the split push going. Nature's Prophet still in base, deciding what he wants to do. The Wrath of Nature goes out. This is an aggressive TP in by the Lifestealer. Is anyone there to defend this? Fiend's Grip from inside the trees. Really nice positioning on that, but TTK gets off a good Poison Nova. Not going to be enough. And even gets caught by a Concoction. He will go down, and those 2 deaths right there. Checking the buybacks. There are none for those 2 heroes. And Lamo says Trigger flaming his own team in that all chat. Everybody laughing. I guess it laughs when they type LOL in Allied chat or something. I don't know. That was a lot of laughter coming out from the Dota heroes in this game.
Double damage.
I don't know if it was even that funny, to be honest. Okay, Casual Cloak. I guess it makes sense against the Queen of Pain, and I know he's had it for a while, I'm sure. Ogre Club, 20 gold away from the Mithril Hammer, which means he's about 1375 away from picking up the recipe. And nicely done. I'm going to focus off the Nightmare with the Necronomicon unit, but it doesn't matter. Shredder is there. Let's go ahead. We need something. We need something. They got nothing. The Mana Burn from the Necronomicon unit saved the day. XCOM with the plays. What a player. No mana for the Bane to stun is what I was getting at there. And Slarder, of course, already used his push coming in on the top lane. Pushing with the Exorcism really hasn't been that effective, but you know what is effective? Dolphin exploding his Concoction in somebody's face right next to Jenkins with his Exorcism rank 3. In full strength right now. And again, physical damage. Look at it going through that rage. He's down to half HP right now. The Yule saves the day. Really good item choice there. And he's going to go down solo. Maybe not quite solo. Going to Armlet Toggle up now. The Necronomicon units go out. And now Jenkins in a lot of trouble. The ultimate going to heal him back up. Pretty much full health. And he's going to TP out. He will be A-okay. Could have been a little better. Maybe could have got the kill had he just kept running forward one more step. Exorcism should have followed that Lifestealer. But here comes Shredder. Here comes Dolphin. And they're shredding Queen of Pains right now, that's for sure. Bottom lane, Factor Fiction having to go on the Venomancer. Slow versus slow, Green Goo versus Green Venom. And it doesn't look like we're really going to see the outcome of that. But I would like to bet that Factor Fiction is probably going to win that one. That's 3,600 gold up on Shredder right now. Wonder what he's going to go next. I mean, honestly, anything. Heart, if he really wants to. He could even go for a Manta, go for a Desolator.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know, we'll see. Humble the Dominator wouldn't be too bad. Just able to fight and man up a little bit more against that Lifestealer if he needed to. About the only thing that is a little bit troublesome. Honestly, even a Sheepstick at this point. He's already got a Blink Dagger for initiation. He hits pretty hard because of the amplified damage and his bashes. Sheepstick wouldn't be a bad item.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shut down that Queen of Pain, who is currently dead, and with that Fiend's Grip use on the Lifestealer, Bane doing a lot this game with his Fiend's Grip, very key for shutting down both of those heroes on UnNerve, and he's done a good job since the mid-game got started. Here comes what could potentially be the final push into the mid-racks. No Glyph of Fortification, the tier 3 is already down. Lifestealer comes back into the fray. He's going to have to back up immediately. Jenkins catching someone out with his Crip Swarm. Nicely done, but it's WWD on the prowl, taking out the supports. Won't get Nightmare, blinks away. Shredder, meanwhile, takes out the Lifestealer, looking for more. Doesn't have an Aegis this time, and once again, not too much damage to go ahead and get the Armlet toggle. But a nice two-man stun from Dolphin. Can he get it done here? He can. Needs to drop an Acid Spray. Comes off the cooldown now. Does just that. Factor Fiction, though, out of mana. But he has managed to pick himself up in AC. He's going to go ahead and scurry on away. Maybe just turn around on this Queen of Pain. He's got 3 stacks in Warpath right now. Oh, Dolphin brings in the stun. Queen of Pain doesn't see it coming. And now they're going to chase down Trigex. And Avanti's angles looks to have, yep, there's the GG coming out from XCOM. 37-25. Avanti's angles takes it 2-0. And they will move on and go ahead and face. What am I going to bring up? I can't remember, but, you know, I'm struggling these days. Avanti's angles, they're going to be moving on to face the Bird's Nest in the lower bracket round 4. That's going to be January 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern. After that, still in the CEVO-3 playoffs, we've got the lower bracket finals on January 27th. Top 5 currently awaiting the winner of the Bird's Nest and Avanti's angles. And then, of course, awaiting everybody already in the finals. It's going to be Union Gaming, the professional Peruvians, with a really dominant performance throughout all of the postseason here. 2-0 versus Quetzal, 2-1 versus Mike Chandota, 2-0 versus Avanti's Angles, 2-0 versus Top 5. So the only team in the lower bracket that Union Gaming has not faced is Bird's Nest, and, well, there's a possibility that's the finals. Hope you guys always check in here on twitch.tv. Whoa, slow it down. Twitch.tv/playcevo1 for all your Dota 2 CEVO action. Big announcements, if you haven't already heard, CEVO Season 4 registration is open, $5,000 in cash prizes, so do make sure to check that out over at CEVO.com. And of course, we're looking for artists to create a courier or a HUD or both to link and bundle with the Season 4 in-game ticket. So if that's you or somebody you know, please feel free to contact us. You can find us over at CEVO.com. And that's everything for me tonight. Once again, congratulations to Avanti's Angles, advancing to the lower bracket round 4, looking to get in the money here for CEVO Season 3, and it's sad to see UnNerve